Welcome back, True Seeker. October 24th, 2018. It's time to talk a little coincidence theory. Outside of the big bombing story, there's now another tragedy in the headlines. 2 shot and killed at a Kroger in Kentucky. And if you don't know what Kroger is, it is the biggest grocery store company in the United States of America. They own a lot of grocery store chains, some of which are even called Kroger. If you're up here in the Pacific Northwest like me, I'm sure you're aware of QFC and Fred Meyer. They're owned by Kroger. So anyway, today we got Chief Sam Rogers giving us the details, and this is where the coincidences begin. In Gematria, the Jewish language, the Masonic languages that catches all the coincidences of the world, Chief Sam Rogers sums to 74. Have you ever seen the film They Live? It's a big metaphor for this coincidental language of Gematria. The motto from the film They Live is, "They live, we sleep," which sums to 74. In this language, active shooter 74, that's the terminology used for the shooting at Kroger and all these other mass shootings in the media. Notice Kroger, 74, like killing, like Masonic, like English, like Gematria. If you want to throw another one on that list, Jewish, also 74. Coincidentally, Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, a Masonic practice and a Jewish practice. Active shooter also has a numerical value of 191. In case you're new here, there's 4 base ciphers. And you know all 4, you really catch all the coincidences, but active shooter 191, it's the 43rd prime. Look at the policeman's name also here in our base cipher. Sam Rogers, 43, just like policeman. What a good name for a police officer. Chief Sam Rogers, 74, you leave off the chief. Sam Rogers, 43, like policeman, 191 for active shooter, the 43rd prime number. Talking about it day after day with all these active shooters. It's just the same numbers again and again. So this happened in Jeffersontown, Kentucky, which sums to 107, like shooting. And if you haven't read my book, Letters and Numbers, when I first wrote the chapter, I made it purposefully 107 pages long. That's just one chapter. The book's 773 pages long. The chapter on active shootings by the numbers, which are all coincidental, of course. There's obviously no foul play going on. But I had to put it back on them. I covered it so thoroughly. I covered so many of these events. I made it 107 chapters or pages. The problem was that before I could finish the book, there were like 10 more of these coincidences, and I had to plug them in there. I just couldn't help myself, and we went over the limit. Anyhow, this town here, Jeffersontown, it's on the 38th parallel. That's good, too, because also in the base cipher, Kroger's 38, like death, like killing, like murder. If you look up the movie poster, here, we can just do it right now. Murder by Numbers movie poster. I want you to look at this movie poster for just a moment, and then if you don't see it, I'll point out what I expect you to see. See if I can make that bigger. Let me make that bigger. What do you notice here about the murder by numbers? Do you notice anything? Do you notice what they did to the E? It's a 3. You notice what they did to the B's? They're 8s, 3 and 8, 3 and 8. See these numbers all the time in these stories of death and killing. 3 and 8, Kroger 38, death 38, killing 38, murder 38. Murder by numbers. The song Murder by Numbers by the Police came out in 83. By the Police, who recorded that song. Who's always giving us these stories by the numbers. Guys with coincidental names by the numbers, you know? It's just always the same every single day. Kroger also in the base ciphers 34 like murder, and today's 1024, 10 plus 24, 34. Just in case you're new here and you're like, wait a minute, what's with all these ciphers? This is how it works. This cipher here on the far left, alphabetic order. K's the 11th letter, R's the 18th, O's the 15th, G's the 7th, E's the 5th, R's the 18th. If I add an A, watch, it'll go up 1, you know, because A is 1. If I add a B, it'll go up 2 because B's 2. You see that? If I add a C, it'll go up 3. But the name's Kroger, 74. Next cipher is the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. So instead of K being 11, you take the numerology of 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. See how K is 2 down here in this cipher? R is the 18th letter. 1 plus 8 is 9. O is the 15th. 1 plus 5 is 6. So on. Make each letter a single-digit number. Kroger, this way, is the reverse alphabetic order. You make A, or excuse me, you make Z 1, you count back to A is 26. So see, Z's 1, A's 26. This is in reverse. B will be 25, C will be 24, etc. But notice that Kroger is 88 in that, because again, all these stories come from the police. Policeman also has this gematria of 88. Again, this practice of coding numbers into words, it's a Jewish practice. 74, like where we started, also 88. Not coincidental. And the last cipher up here is the alphabetic order in reverse with the rules of numerology. So you learn the 4 base ciphers. You'll know enough to see through all the propaganda. Pay attention to how often they say 2 people are dead in these numerical shootings. 2 has the gematria of 58, like Freemasonry, like secret society, like fraternal, like how Freemasonry is invested in the 2 pillars from Solomon's Temple, where the original symbolism of 2 comes from, which is another 58 there, Solomon's Temple. So that covers that coincidence. And for the 3rd time today, just some really quick review about the top story, which the FBI wants us all to be vigilant about. We could get a bomb in our mailbox, says the FBI. They're not telling you the full truth, though. Today's October 24th, the day leaving 68 days left in the year. Think about the guy who used to mail people bombs in the mail. Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Ted Kaczynski, 68. What do you know? Who was the big headline that got a bomb today? Barack Obama, 68. And again, all of these bombings are enemies of Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump, 68. Donald John Trump, 68. John Brennan, the former head of the CIA, 68. Again, on the day leaving 68 days left in the year, that's where we are. John Brennan got one, and from his birthday to today is his 33rd day. When you write out Masonry, Secrecy, Federal, Order, October, you could also write out Police in this same cipher. They all sum to 33. Just do Police together. There we go. Police, the FBI, the Federal Police. Get this, from Ted Kaczynski's birthday, the Unabomber, from his birthday to today's is 156th day of his age. As we know, when you write out 33, it sums to 156. So if you want to know more information about this ritual today, check out the other videos I did. Just a quick little recap there in case you didn't see it. It's all news by the numbers. And of course, it's all just a big coincidence if you believe in such things. Another coincidence, how I always point out that CNN will code the times in their headlines to sync with the news. Shooting days in Jeffersontown, 62. Who runs it? Masonry, Mason 62. I might have to give Chief Sam Rogers a call tomorrow. I might just have to do it. I think we got another Mason on our hands. What do you think? Or could it all just be a coincidence? All right, I said I had to go. I really did, but wanted to get out this important information. No federal tyranny should go unchecked. It's the motto around here. If you forgot to hit the like button, you better do so. If you forgot to subscribe, you better do so. If you haven't picked up the book yet, you most definitely better do so. And if you want to get schooled on Gematria schools every Tuesday night. Got to sign up on the Patreon. You'll learn lots and love it. Until next time.